Welcome back to Adventures in Stray Space, everybody. Last session, I do believe. Oh, the page toolbar looks weird now. I do believe we did some stuff on Manga, and then you guys got a new. I would. It's a stretch to say botanist. You got a gardener.
We have a gardener.
And
Yeah.
you doubled the amount of Galoshians you have on board.
Oh god, we doubled our number of Galoshians. There's almost as many Galoshians as there are ants on the ship.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Not
What
enough
are we gonna
Galoshians
do
yet.
with all these Galoshians?
I don't know.
Give them colors.
Give them cummies.
Cummies. I recommend cummies.
I mean, they are basically like our cleaning system.
To be fair, yeah, honestly, double is pretty good considering our ship is functionally a flying brothel. An armed flying brothel. An armed flying luxury super brothel. Honestly, this many Galoshians is probably a good amount for starting out. We should just employ them. Give them, like, work hours.
What do you think I've been doing?
I don't think. I mean, do people usually do? Literally anyone ever pay Galoshians for anything?
Do
No.
Galoshians even ask for money?
They don't. I mean, they get paid in cummies, which is also their cleaning job, but we call it employment. Otherwise, it's kind of weird.
I think in the lore there's actual laws set out
Goose
to
with
protect
jobs.
Galoshians.
Just
This
think
sort
of
of
them
shit.
as live-in servants or something like that.
Goose with jobs.
I think in the lore there's actually laws to protect Galoshians from
Yeah,
this sort
there
of
are.
shit.
Yeah,
I
there
feel
are.
like there probably has to be.
There is an entire documented section on how that there had to be like a couple of particularly smart ones take positions to protect the Galoshians from just becoming like janitorial fuck cum slaves, because that's
Yeah,
what happened to them initially.
Because that's
It's
what
the
just
Gal-
what would happen to them naturally.
Yeah,
It's
basically.
the Galoshian lady that got shunted full of what's it called, Picardine, and then she basically just goos around, and she had in canon she has like a bunch of just precious stones floating around in her because she thinks it looks pretty, and she's like the genius goo.
Yeah. So I do think we should probably like open up our little register of employees and add the Galoshians as employees, and we can add them to janitorial. We'll call them janitorial. We can offer them a stipend and they can spend it on nice things. If they want to. They probably need a holding account.
So speaking of like Galoshians, 4 of them are like brand new to the universe. I don't think they have accounts or anything, or
What is a
even...
baby Galoshian?
I mean, they don't. That's why I said we have to make a holding account for them.
It's just the one Galoshian with all the memories splits into 2 Galoshians, and then the 2 Galoshians still share those memories, but then now they're individual. Yeah.
How's this work for like citizenship or registration or census? I don't know. I don't want to get too in this. Never mind.
There is the goo clause for citizenship. It's fine.
The young Galoshians emerge fully formed and with a portion of their mother's memories, often retaining abilities like speech and literacy in their entirety. Huh. Well, that's convenient.
Yes, very convenient.
So are they considered adults from the get-go?
Pretty much.
Yes.
Okay.
Go. But yeah, and also we have a happy cat's neck. Cat's neck take care of plants, big grow good. Or at least help not die in space.
Yeah,
I can't garden
she
for
just
shit.
won everything.
Yeah, she got a pretty great deal.
She won at life.
Yeah, she really rose the fuck out of this one.
They'd be like,
Reference, not
well,
many get.
Nope.
Well, the girls came down and out of the, like, stewardship of their flying sky murder boat there. So, like,
our flying brothel's big garden needs someone to be comf in it for us so that we don't have to take care of all the plants. Can you do that?
And we you get food, you get milk, and you get a warm bath every day. That's be like Savin be kidnapped by a fucking 8-foot-tall Slamazon.
Hedrah, please stay
We
out of
must
my
have-
house.
We must have like the best filtration system for that bath ever.
Given how much fucking, what's it called, fur y'all have, yes.
I think I'm actually the only one with like any sort of fur.
Fenris,
Our? I like wake up, climb out from underneath a desk, half a bottle of liquor in hand. I'm sorry, there was like a week off that didn't happen, so my memories are hazy. What's up?
no, we were talking about the furry ones.
Yeah.
And then you got the big one, Ronin, or Roin, or
Riolan.
what's her name?
Real, my bed, Papa.
Yeah, but I mean like out of player characters, I think I'm the only one of us that has fur.
Fenris. It's
Fenris
literally
a
a doggo.
half-ausar. She's a
I'm a-
half-ausar, though.
I'm a halfie, so I don't have furry arms or legs now.
Looks
I've got
and
a-
ears.
They aren't really furry. They are at best very barely. I don't have. I wouldn't consider myself as having fur. I've got ears
So
and a
you
big
have,
tail.
like-
I have just
So you
hair.
have like wrinkly skinny ears on top of your head
I
there.
have hair. Huff. It's like saying you forget to shave for a while, and I'm afraid now you have fur.
And then,
No,
yeah.
obviously I have some hair. Huff. I use lots of conditioner, so they're very soft.
Just
just
looks
very
at your short
important.
hair.
Hey, short, long, it does not matter. Conditioner is important for soft.
Mm-hmm.
Just trots over. And
Just
Jamina
because you have the capacity to go full Karen doesn't mean you have to diss my hair, bitch. I do
Just-
snap, snap, snap.
trots over and does, the headbang and just all that hair over Fenris.
Yeah. But yes, I use a very nice one. It's literally called ears and tail shampoo. It's good. It makes off.
Ears and tail.
Yeah, head. it's literally just a
Tail.
play. Literally just a play on head and shoulders. It's called ears and tail. All right.
Isn't that the one that you bought at PetSmart?
To be fair, that went out of business once furries became just a thing. It's just called just stuff. It's just called Mart now.
Also incredibly racist.
Supremely, but no, I get ears and tail. I use, of course, a Maybelline conditioner. Don't want one too perfumey. It makes your scalp itchy.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah. I'm
So-
still happy there, and I will go and collect collect a beverage to consume. I'm ready to go fast. This ship has been waiting to go fast. Where are we going to? Because we're going to get there really quickly.
I don't know. Just waiting for. That's the question for Stray. Have we gotten all our shit then?
The month will have passed. Your upgrades are all upgraded. All upgraded.
And
Um,
all the stuff that people were told to buy and get fixed, get their prices on. You fixed and got the prices on, right?
Everything has already been done. Everyone's gotten their purchases.
Hmm.
Oh,
Everyone bought their big shinies. I'm still fucking loaded. I just don't need to spend my dosh at the moment. I'm saving it all up for my baby's education, you know. I got a Bork Meow out there who I want to make sure goes to a real good ass university one day.
EU college.
University, not a
Hmm.
college.
yeah.
Still bad.
So, I mean,
You know,
yeah,
Ash.
obviously.
No,
If
no,
anything,
but
I would like to
it's-
get her some kind of, high, actually paying space apprenticeship. Apprenticeship.
A
Yeah, there you
technical
go.
school or a trade school?
Yeah.
Send her to Ausar Tech. Go Jackals!
Go Jackals.
you can send them to Neo Sweden.
Neo
Neo
Sweden. What? No, no one lives on Neo Sweden. That's an icy hellhole full of monsters that consume.
Well, yeah, but they still have literally one of the finest bodies in the Royal Institute.
That's all. That's just propaganda from Neo Sweden. I don't believe it.
Sounds like something a Neo
Yeah.
Sweden would say.
Yeah. Secretly, Jamina isn't from the desert. She's from the snow deserts of Neo Sweden.
They'd be actually hilarious because the planet is so fucking. It's the inner core has been compressed to it, so it contains it's layered. So the entire outer surface is what's it called the atmosphere there is just frozen hellscape down to like frozen like an entire planet is a glacier, but inside has been isolated and it's fucking just nice and tempered and just nice society and land.
Yeah, that
just
exists
be used-
already.
Yeah.
Ice Planet exists. It's full of furries though, so stay away from it. The
No, I meant
furries are all
like
corgis.
a core world. Not nice,
fair.
like
Yeah,
that's what I
right.
mean. They live under the glacier, so it's just nice and developed society there.
Neo Sweden never stopped raining. Neo countries are just racist. I mean, to be fair, we're describing a racist stereotype, so yeah. Yeah, no, that sounds like Neo
I
Sweden to me.
disagreed, so don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you paid this one off.
Don't worry. Yeah, now they just have their Vanguard. They're made of fucking Nobel Gundams.
Yeah.
Which is just fucking Sailor Moon, the robot.
It is. It's entirely just Sailor Moon the robot.
Oh man, I still fucking laugh at that shit. Okay, no.
G Gundam.
Fucking Tequila Gundam.
uh, don't forget Windmill Gundam.
Scud. The Iraqi Gundam, Scud Launch Gundam.
All right. Anyway,
So, we've all gotten our stuff, our fancy toys that we bought, and the ship has been refitted for its aeroponics, and it's gotten some nice new engines in it. So now it goes faster than before.
Go fast.
Go fast.
big ship go the fast.
Well, you
Oh,
need to
now we
update.
need a new job, I think. We need something to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you don't want to go right now to the Admiral's Rest, I do have a few jobs available.
The Admiral's Rest, what was that?
That's the thing for Siduri.
I mean, we should probably just go ahead and do that.
If Stray has it prepped, I guess.
The Admiral's Rest was done weeks ago.
I'm down with
okay.
putting a pin in the Admiral, so to speak.
I mean,
I don't remember what the Admiral's Rest was.
it's like golf planet.
It is literally a place where old rich people go to retire. It's where Admiral
It's,
is
effect-
at.
it's
Oh, God.
effectively, a combination of Risa and Florida. Without Florida, man.
Yeah, golf planet.
Florida without all the methamphetamines?
That doesn't sound like it exists.
I doubt it.
I just
What are we looking
step
for
out onto
there?
the ship and you're just like, what is this swampy, methless Florida?
Okay, that's a good
Atlas,
question.
Florida.
Supposedly, there's like some clue or we're hoping to find something to do with the Admiral, considering he had a part in the whole like genophage thing. I think that's what we're getting at. It's been like a month, so my memory is hazy at best about it.
Stray, can you give us a refresh on this?
The
So
Admiral
what
was
hap-
one of.
So
Oh,
what
sorry.
happened was you guys had gone and found some of the scientists who worked on the genophage project, and then discovered that in a legendary admiral of yore was involved, and he was the one who sent them to basically gave them an early retirement, and what was implied was the admiral didn't realize the length and breadth of what they had done, and uh, implying that he thought they were going to use it on a target like the Thragon rather than a peaceful race, but apparently the people in charge want from what he said is he thinks that the people in charge want to have control over who rises in the galaxy, and who just remains below, even beyond the normal measures.
Huh. Sounds fairly underhanded.
A little bit.
So we have to find this guy?
Well,
Uh,
he's dead.
Yeah, he's
Oh, he's
dead.
dead.
Admiral's dead. It's been like 300-ish years.
Ah.
But the last piece of information you had was the location of where he retired to. But yes, apparently there is a secretive cabal of higher ups in, not only the UGC, but in many mega corporations that want to control, basically just control the galaxy.
AKA Space
And-
Illuminati.
Basically, yeah. They don't want certain races to be uplifted, and unfortunately, the Vulkrim were the proof of concept for their new weapon.
Hmm. Okay, so we have
You
to
never
find
trust
out.
the Mimic Council.
So we have to find out some kind of information about this guy. Maybe dig up his grave or something, or
Don't know about digging up his grave. I'm pretty sure that's protecting like a national or like galactical cemetery or something.
Galactomary.
We do that
It's only a crime
after
to
we've
get-
already burned everything down, you see.
Yeah.
No
They'll have other
sense-
things to worry about, like the fire, before doing any of the grave digging.
There's no sense drawing undue attention to ourselves before we've already done the big job.
Fair. But yeah, if you already got grave digging shovels, or am I gonna go pick up an extra one?
Yeah, no. I mean, we have the tools, but I just said we're doing that later.
Well,
We
yeah,
gotta
no.
go to his place to try and find any information about contacts he might have had, or any evidence that points us towards people who aren't dead, or find out if he is actually dead or if he faked his death. We don't know.
I mean,
We just gotta
300
go there
years
and
is a
find out.
long time to fake your death, but I guess the Illuminati would be the ones to do it.
Yeah.
That said, if this is anything like an old holovid, then there's going to be like an antique globe sat in a study that when we open it, it's going to be full of gin. But then if you open one of the bottles, inside it's going to be a thing called a microfilm,
Also, if
which I
you're
think turns the
rich,
world black and white.
if you're rich and Trials in Tainted Space, 300 years isn't that long.
Yeah,
Like,
fair.
Steele's dad was in the last Planet Rush, which was 200 years ago, and he just died at the start of this one. And that was because all of the
Space
interfered,
aids.
yeah,
the
space
taint.
aids and taint and whatever, screwed with his longevity treatments. People who have not experienced that kind of stuff would still be around and kicking in the height of their debauchery.
And
Oh,
that Dilford.
The anti-agathic things that he definitely did have access to, but he was reported as
He's on the
having
books as
died.
being dead.
Yeah.
For
Officially,
tax
he's
purposes,
dead.
he is dead.
Huh.
They made the scientist vanish, so they might have made him vanish. Who knows? We'll find out, one way or the other.
Let's see. So how are we going to go about finding information on this guy? Like, we need a story to go snooping around on this place, or do we just gonna go with like greasing palms?
All you have are coordinates.
I wonder if we
Are the
can't.
coordinates on the specific coordinates on the planet, or is it just the planet itself?
The specific coordinates on the planet.
Well, I suppose let's go see what these coordinates are like.
yeah.
Maybe we can also artificially make ourselves a reason to be in the area. Anyone got like a rich grandpa? They're looking to move there, like put on a goddamn home.
Come on, Grandpa, you go to the home.
Hey, I mean, that's you know what? Hey, Lyra, can you just like make some fake details for like our rich grandpa?
I mean, if we
Just
can,
so that we can lie and say that we're here to check out this place for them because they asked us to with all of their rich old grandpa money.
I mean, theoretically, if we have some documents that we can like forge, and I can make some copies that look real into the like electronic wise.
Oh no, I mean
I
just
have a slight
fake
question.
it, just a fake ID. It doesn't have to be checkable anyway. If anything, when they say it comes up, we're like, yeah, he cared a lot about security, and then we tap our nose conspiratorially, and then they shut the fuck up because it's big person money.
I have a question.
I can give it a go.
Don't they have like a direct line to, like Azar royalty?
I mean, yeah, we know Alsar royalty, but why would they ever have an interest in Admiral's Rest? They've already got Admiral's Rest, which is way better because I'm pretty sure it's just a big old beach instead of like a planet-sized golf course or whatever the fuck this place is.
God, it's so much better just having a big old beach.
Yeah, let's not involve real ass important people when what we're about to do is actually just go chase up leads and commit crimes.
Also,
And I guess if he's actually Admiralty, high treason.
Also, like, I'm pretty sure that's a good way to get like the royal family on our bad side if we like use their names when we don't really have anything to do with them.
All right, let's make a fake ID and then lie through our teeth.
Yeah, I can give it a go to try and make you the credential stuff.
Whose grandpa's it gonna be?
Let's see. Fenris, where'd you come from? Where'd you say like your what was your homeworld like?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, don't. I'm an orphan from Booniesville. I grew up in what is commonly thought of as a holovid spaghetti western world.
Exactly. You just you
well,
found
it's
your
God's
rich old grandfather who happens to own like a galactic gold mine.
No, that definitely is chainmail as fuck.
All right. right, fine.
If it came from me, it would scream Scamsville.
I mean, I don't. I guess
Come
I
on,
can.
you're an illustrious boon scientist. Surely you had to have some kind of grandpappy who's in the big money.
Not really.
Anyone
Granddad
from
was
my
kind of like one of the people that just. He was a colonist on Angelus, basically.
Oh yeah, but you can lie about that part.
anyone from my family would probably just retire to one of my people's resorts.
Yeah.
All right,
Jamina, you got any
I-
family you could lie about if Lyra don't wanna?
Well, I have a lot of family I could lie about, but no.
It's all right. I can probably. I'll make up something with like it not actually being Granddad, and it'll be fine. I can quickly do things.
I'm sure Maribel can help you. Wow. I guess she'd help you if you got
Yeah, I was
your
assuming.
illustrious toaster lineage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was assuming someone was helping me.
Grandpa makes toast.
I wonder if Maribel has a suspiciously wealthy old uncle that's really getting up there in the years.
I mean, that would be a thing the actual spy has. Actually, you know what? No, we do know a very senior military officer who would be perfect for retirement. She just hasn't been uplifted yet.
Do we?
The
You?
Red Mirror General.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's true. She probably has a whole bunch of money. We can call it war money. Ooh, strudel.
Yay!
Ah. Maribel walks away with strudel. Oh. I do want a strudel.
She'll
I
hand you
didn't until I saw one, and then I saw one, so I wanted it.
Question: do you
Sure.
want a strudel or do you want to be a strudel?
Maribel will hand you a strudel and then go back to what she was doing,
Thank you.
which was definitely not playing Galaga.
Of course. I will return to the group munching strudel.
Important spy stuff.
Yeah.
I assume you guys collected Jamina from New Texas.
Yeah, so how
Yeah.
bloated is Jamina with cum? I mean, I know that she just literally smells like a firefight probably when we pick her up, but also, I would assume, gigantic bull boy.
Yeah, basically, she smells like a mixture of gunpowder and cum.
Yeehaw.
Sounds like a good time.
That's typical New Texan smell.
Also, she's just got hands full of like brisket and stuff like that. Just an entire like one of those, like a warming like the aluminum warming containers.
Trons.
Yep, typical New
Oh,
Texan stuff.
oh, wait, you mean one of those the dining hall serving dishes that they lay food out into the tables?
Yeah,
Yes,
and
the Trons.
Yeah. I'm imagining they're like, it's one of those trays they put it out. They're like, all right, yeah, we'll build you any sandwich you want. And then you just take the tray. All right, bye.
Well, I did that on the Marine planet.
Mate,
Yeah,
that is
well,
true, actually.
how-
Yeah, you did.
How much meat do you want? Everything. Stewed. Walks off.
Do you remember this?
You did take all of those people's steak and onions. You did eat
Yeah,
all of it.
Yeah, but that was just, the warm up.
Oh, that was
But
just
then
the warm up.
Yeah, then I had 150 pounds of, barbecue.
Where do you put it all?
Literally inside of me.
In one of her poor stomachs.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, and uh, we have deposits, unlike regular just motion to the rest of y'all. We store it under the plates to give as a also cushion for impacts.
Yeah, yes, impact cushioning. I'm very
You're
familiar with that.
impact cushioning. Yeah, I'm fucking
Yes,
sure.
I'm very
Lyra
familiar with
is impact cushion.
Yes.
I'm very familiar with impact cushion. Pats her butt.
Yeah.
You
Reaches
don't.
back and just wraps a knuckle on the fucking chitinous plates. Mostly there, but the rest is just stored very evenly out the rest and internally. It takes a while before it's actually, once the main body is sated, it starts filling up on the top there. So don't worry about that. But even so, that was 2 months of restoring. And secondly, for Big T didn't just, other than that cutting edge fucking Reaper cannons that he has there, though I'm not gonna get stats on them. Secondly, he didn't just get boned. We talked shop, and he got something that few get. He got kissed.
On the lips or like cheek
Yep.
or
Full on kissed, arms around neck.
well, good for you.
How lewd.
And then, of course, you were fed the fat pipe.
But yeah, he smokes.
Hat pipe is just what they call the fucking jumbo Philly on New Texas.
You want me lay some pipe?
It's 3 feet long and loaded down with meat and peppers. Oh god, I could
Yeah.
go for a Philly right now.
Yeah. And the thing is,
I'm gonna grab a drink.
his
Bear back a
actual
sec.
smoking pipe is just a fucking didgeridoo that's been reconverted.
Oh
Or what,
fuck.
fucking those giant Swiss Alp horns. Just get a fucking bucket of nug support at the end there.
Nah.
Not those kind of nugs. You fucking 10D addict.
Just reminds me of that one thing where there are these girls smoking a bong that is so tall that they had to lean over and one of them had to light it, and their dad walks in and just goes, "Forgive my ignorance, but is all of this necessary?"
Everything is completely necessary.
Oh yeah, and I can take my new armor out for a spin as well.
oh yeah. Did I say if I bought that or not? I better check my character sheet.
Yeah, armor class updated and everything, so
You got your sweet new armor.
oh yeah. That some bitches. It's made with Jamina and weapons in thought.
I don't think I actually bought assault armor. Oh,
Why
well.
not? Didn't you add like 3 weeks?
Oh well.
Before we head off to this planet, I would like to make one errand to stop. It is a
Where
few days
to?
out of our way. I would like to go to that storming planet and collect our probes.
The one through
You
the ancient
mean
gate thing?
Cephaloparia?
Cephaloparia. Yeah, they've been doing their thing for a few months now.
Yeah, they probably should have some data. Hopefully.
So I'm sure they've got a fair amount of telemetry data to sift through.
Yeah, but sure
And we
too
have a
good.
geologist on board who can take a look at it.
So
Oh,
you can.
geologist. I thought you said theologist. Bill, what the fuck has a priest to do with this shit?
I also heard that. It's very
I
confused.
heard geologist.
Archaeologists too.
Yeah.
You guys should get a theologist. No, just get one of the. If you get one of them from what are they? The Storm's Wrath people, whatever they're called.
Stormguard.
If you get a theologist from the Storm Guard, you'll also get an Amazon.
Compelling argument.
I'll think about it.
Well, don't worry, we need to go stealthy anyway, so I'm sure no fucker is, tailing us.
Cadbury Crunchy. Is that actual honeycomb?
Crunchy. Oh, I love those bars. Those are great.
Is it actual honeycomb though?
No, it's like no, it's some kind.
It's basically honey spun sugar.
Yeah,
It's hard and
that's
crunchy.
honeycomb toffee or sponge toffee.
Yep. When I was younger,
It's really good though.
when I was younger, me and my mom moved in with this family that the dad of the house's profession was beekeeper. I used to be able to eat fresh honeycomb. Fresh honeycomb is fucking delicious.
That shit's so goddamn addictive, though.
What, the crunchy or honeycomb?
Honeycomb.
Honeycomb is very good. So, you can translate into orbit of your planet. And I'm sure you are endlessly amused to hear that every time I say it. And you are able to get your data back from your probes. And for indeed, they are done. Aside from the data you can get from the moons appear to be I know some of you nerds will want to know the exact geological thing, but they're
No.
like Deimos and Phobos. That's what they're made out of. However, this planet, once you scan it, you realize that this planet is actually slightly denser than a planet of this size should be. It is incredibly mineral rich.
Which one? The planet itself or one of the moons?
The planet itself.
Oh my.
Not enough for you to notice any gravitational anomalies on the world, of course, but the gravity is still slightly stronger than Earth. If relatively unnoticeable, especially running around in your armor. Yes, this planet is thick.
That's pretty nice.
No, it's not thick. It's brick.
It is dense. It is a dense, mineral-rich planet.
I mean, that would be nice. Except for there's no real way to get to them with that big old, con-sized storm.
For now.
It is an incredibly stormy planet, yes. Due to ancient malfunctioning, what's it called? Terraforming towers.
Yeah, we need to still find information on those somehow.
made by the singing ones. They communicate by singing. Or did. Never heard of a race like this before.
You know, next time we're in Taros, I should put out feelers for that.
Well, that's cool. We can go through this. Or actually, I will give this to my half Kuitan geologist and ask her if she could look through this information.
Sounds good. So, Kasaya can go ahead and look through that for you. And can give you a detailed report later on. I'm not going to write up the detailed report, just imagine Earth, but with slightly more rare earth minerals in it. You know, more nickel in the core.
So you're
I wonder
saying
how
more
much.
nickels to the dime?
I wonder how much we could, what kind of a loan we could get if we put a moon up for collateral.
We'll sell a moon so we can fuck with the planet.
No, we won't sell a moon. Just take like a mortgage on it.
Oh, we'll mortgage off one of these fucking satellites. They, you know, honestly, I've heard crazier. Not much crazier, but you know.
Could always try to end. There was the idea a while back that you could always just try to enter in a deal with one of the least evil companies out there, where you get Steel Tech will come and start mining out the planet, and then you get a cut of the profit.
Yeah, that is the best deal we're going to get. The rest of them will like just try and kick us off the planet, basically.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. There is a permanent eye that they can operate from if they go like half there and then go under the storm, but literally going under. If they start mining there and actually start excavating outwards.
I mean, the problem is the storm is always moving.
That one.
No, not the fixed one.
There is one that is always always
the-
fixed in the
The
center.
one that. Sorry, go ahead.
And in the center of it, there are 3 terraforming spires, and then that supermassive storm spins off smaller storms that lance out across the planet.
It's also the one that has some radiation that is just being barely contained.
The spires, yes.
Inside them, yes.
Could
But
always
they're
make
not
a
supposed to.
colonization deal with someone, with a planetary government as well. It's a nice. I mean, aside
That
from the
sounds
storms,
like a lot of fucking
aside
work.
from the
It is a
storms, it's
lot
a
of
really
fucking
nice
work.
planet. And
I just want to fly. Ship go fast, Zoom.
yeah, well, that's why
You
it's
guys
my
spending all your
problem.
time on planets is boo.
So while they're collecting the data and everyone's arguing about what to do in the future, fucking Fenris just goes into the cockpit and just starts doing loop-de-loops.
I probably have one of those VI like flight trainers, so it's
Oh, no.
it projects like
What?
fucking goals and rings like a la Superman style, just plots one out around the planet,
No,
so
no.
you just fucking go for it.
No, you know what you have, Scout? You have Spaceship Simulator, whatever the year is in tits.
Spaceship Simulator
Microsoft
55,
Flight
55.
Simulator 5000.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Makes my micro hard for real. No, but like imagine that we've got all this fucking fancy technology. We have a quantum computer. I'm sure it could smartly plot out a dope ass course for me to fly.
You can definitely just put on augmented reality glasses and just start flying through rings like you're in Sonic.
Yeah, and now if you pay like a little bit more for a new DLC, they'll be putting in the newest Ausar, like a royal ship that was just found.
Turning a microtransaction into a macro transaction is 100% a robot pickup line. Siggy has now heard that for real, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Like I actually imagine that'd be a really hit like game and tits like spaceship simulator where you can fly all the most famous spaceships in the universe.
Hmm. Everyone just flies a fucking just the Star Trek analog every time. Yeah. While you guys are thinking economic thoughts, I'm making new ship go fast, zoom in circle very fun.
You pull up ancient beats to speed 2, and just pull up Highway Star. It's a good song. Yeah. So, are you guys done arguing about what you want to do with your planet?
Yeah, I mean there's really no point arguing like what to do with the planet at this point in time.
We'll figure that out later. Let's head off to our act. Let's go to this Admiral's Rest. When the data's been sifted through, we'll figure something out.
Okay. So yeah, Kasaya will do that for you, and you guys are going to translate to Admiral's Rest then. Oops.
Yeah, sounds like we're going there.
Just copy all this over. All right. So this is a planet closer to the core. It's one of the first planets discovered by joint human and Ausar expeditions, and contain a combination of the two races' architectural style.
Ooh, that's pretty nice.
Neat.
Huh, I was expecting Endless Golf Course. I don't know, guys.
Yeah, so was I really.
It is a heavily forested planet, but dotted in between, here and there and in between, are cities with actually no roads really leading out of them. But then you think to yourself, "Oh right, everyone just flies."
It's fine. It's fine. You want to golf? You see that pyramid there? Mini golf. Every level is a different course.
Ah,
I just killed myself with my own shit word joke.
Ah, God.
Get going there, Wizard.
I'm just so delighted with the dumb quaintness of that joke. The idea of buying all that train DLC is just simping for trains.
God, you're right.
Well,
You're
that's
actually
very
right.
British.
Mm.
I mean, it's almost like Train Spotting was born there. Great.
Yeah, I mean that wouldn't surprise me. When you think
No,
of
Train
an
Spotting.
old, yeah, no, exactly. When you think of an old person doing boring shit, it's usually some British gentleman. Same with bird watching, I'm pretty sure. All that garbage. Stamp collecting, also
Ornithology.
very British.
Yes. Because, the first one to actually have one was the British Empire.
Right, so anyway, the place.
Right. And you can look up the coordinates for where you want to go. And it appears to be in a Sorry. Someone knocking on my door. Give me a second. Roommate got carne asada fries. Alright. It appears to be a location deep underground.
But there's no space underground.
Deep
Well,
underground.
deep underground. Where?
Like, is there underground cities to this place ready to go to it, or like tunnels or something? Or is it
Uh,
just someplace deep underground?
Not that you would know. There's definitely not like sub-levels to the city. Not supposed to be anyways. This is below where any sewage or irrigation would have gone.
Huh.
Well, there's always maintenance tunnels somewhere. Where would it's deep underground, but from where? Like, where's the X and Y? We know the Z axis is downwards, so where's the X and Y?
Yeah, is it like under the city, or is it like under a forest?
It seems to be buried deep beneath the pyramid.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Which means that if we want to get to it, probably have to go through the pyramid.
You were gonna have to play like 40 rounds of mini golf to get to this thing.
Yeah, and if you don't
It
score
turns
under
out-
par, the next level doesn't open up.
Yeah, it turns out that the
Insidious.
entrance to his secret lair, you had to play basically golf with friends, but in real life.
Oh god.
Hopefully, your ball doesn't turn into a cube.
The egg is the worst.
Oh, the egg is
The
the
egg,
worst.
the egg, the egg
Oh,
or the
no,
cone.
no.
Oh,
The
it's
one
the
that
cone.
is.
God, yeah, the
the
cone, that's
cone. I
actually-
remember that. Maybe we should do that next Friday.
Be down for that. New maps too.
Hmm.
So what do?
So, what actually is a pyramid? Like, is that listed somewhere, or is it like a memorial site? Is it a like company
Well,
site, or what is it?
Well, it was going to be like a luxury mall and stuff like that, but you guys have already convinced me.
Oh,
So it is
no.
just actually mini
It
golf.
is just mini golf.
Okay.
Is it crazy?
But
But I kind of
just-
want to like put a fucking week's tab into staying on here and trying to complete all the levels.
Yeah, they're like all the levels with like golf with friends and stuff like that. It's all like crazy nonsense.
And here's when Stray actually makes us pull up the game and says, "All right, guys,
Alright,
now you have
guys.
to beat the game in order
All
to
right,
get down
guys,
there."
let's all play golf with friends, and I'll just be a spectator. Hopefully, you guys get under par.
We don't get under par,
Uh,
and our fucking D&D characters getting a combat encounter.
That's actually kind of funny.
You don't get under par, and the fucking what are the dudes that follow you around? In golf,
caddy.
you know,
Yeah,
yeah,
the
you guys
caddy.
get fucking attacked by robo caddies.
Robo caddies.
Oh my god.
We need to
Ah, they
correct your
can't.
swing strength. Follow through. I'm all about a couple rounds of incredible pyramid mini golf.
Well, let's take a look around, I guess.
Yeah, let's go play a few rounds and just go about the place.
Scope it out.
No better way to see about it than to play a few rounds inside of it.
What's parking like in this, megaplex?
Oh, you're gonna have to land your ship in, the shipyards.
That's fine. I assume we can't just leave it in orbit and then Scooty Puff Jr. our way down.
There's only one. We only have the one shuttle.
We need more shuttle at some point.
Wait, what the fuck are y'all talking about? We got our own fucking swoop bikes.
We
Luxury
don't. You don't
bikes.
swoop bike through fucking hard space. You'll die.
No.
I mean, we're
Okay,
on
I
the
suppose,
planet.
I suppose more importantly, you don't want to just swoop bike from orbit to the surface of the planet.
We're not in orbit? I thought we were on the
No,
planet.
I was talking about parking emissions, and I suggested, leaving the ship in orbit and then heading down, but we don't have enough shuttles. And then I just suggested swoop bike, and we'd fucking perish.
No. We go and park properly because the distance between here and outer atmosphere is much further away than here than land and distance like that.
Yeah, but you don't leave a ship like a gigantic ship like ours just like hanging around in what is functionally airspace. You leave it in a proper orbit. Anyway, we park like grown-ups, yes.
Park at the
Yes.
starport.
Park at the starport and then take your swoop bikes.
Yes.
Yeah, we got the mirror on the security detail.
Always.
Oh, don't forget to lock it.
Beep, beep. All right. So you can make your way towards the galaxy's biggest and most overblown mini golf course. The ones at the bottom are all fairly normal, but the top third is you need to show your ID for AO 18 plus.
18
No,
plus
it's not
mini golf.
18 plus mini golf.
No. No. You have to work your way from the top to the bottom. Because why would you have the easy stuff at the bottom? No, that's where you have to get the bigger, more grandiose shit.
That's why it gets
The
wider at
bigger-
the bottom. That's right. Yeah, the more it
Yeah.
gets more
Yeah.
expansive and more intricate and ridiculous, the farther
the
down
more-
you go.
The more gimmicks they add to it at the very bottom.
Yes, but the top is all adults only. Remember,
Yeah,
this
but
is
that's
like
the entrance.
casino, but with mini golf. The entrance is at the bottom, not the top.
Well,
Where
I
would you
guess
park
I
a
gotta.
swoop bike?
Well, I guess I'll show my ID. I'm going for the top.
Now I know we need to unravel this ancient conspiracy, but first,
We got a case to join.
clearly,
I mean, look, we have no idea how to get down there, so maybe there's something at the top that allows us to go down.
I mean, I know it's not like you could hack like to find some maintenance blueprints, right?
Who knows if they have these?
What blueprints for the maintenance system?
I'll shrug. This is more fun. Sorry that I want to have fun instead of just be in front of the computer the entire time.
You have fun in front of the computer. That's literally called web porn. Sorry, net porn.
so, Lyra, you immediately make a beeline for the top.
Yeah, that's basically where I'm gonna go. Like, you guys want to join me for a round of golf at the top?
Sure, let's take a look around.
I was going to work from the bottom and go up and see how much I could do in like an hour, but yeah, all right.
All right. Well, you guys will. Anyone who wants to, you will go
And
and
check with Siduri.
the immediate. So Fenris and Captain and Lyra are going to the adults only portion. What about Siggy and Siduri and Jamina?
I don't think Siggy's going to be much of
Well,
a...
it's a large structure. Probably makes sense to split up to cover more ground if we're just doing an investigation at the moment.
Yes, that's what Lyra's doing, investigating.
Look, I'm gonna
Yes.
be looking through every nook and cranny up there.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I do just want to
We're gonna-
actually do a thing up there to make sure that, we don't turn up and then start snooping. We'll get rumbled like immediately.
Yeah, also that, like,
Yeah.
you gotta appreciate the surroundings while you play golf.
yeah, okay,
Alright.
we'll appreciate the surroundings down here then.
All right. So, the three of you, Siggy, are you going up there too?
No, Siggy's not gonna be any good at mini golf. I think she's just going to go look around the town and see what there is to see aside from just golf.
Okay. So you're just going to park your swoop bike and just kind of trot around.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get back to you after I'm done with the three who went to the AO one. So, you three, once you swipe your ID cards and all that good stuff, the room opens and you are escorted into a changing room and are instructed to put on put on 3 bodysuits, one for each of you.
Okay.
All
Alright, I'm down.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
right.
So, as soon as you put on the bodysuits, they will immediately conform to your features, becoming incredibly snug and basically revealing everything. It appears that these bodysuits are a type of reactive nanomachine. And in front of your eyes, a heads-up display will pop up. There is going to be numerous options, but the first is a very, very long user agreement thing. Do you want to read the very, very long user agreement thing? Or do you want to do like everyone does and just hit I accept?
No one ever reads no one ever reads the user agreement.
I'll scroll through it and see, like, if I notice anything out of place on it, but generally I'm just gonna accept it.
Okay. Nothing looks out of place, but you see multiple, references to shocking and, orgasm. And then the next page will pop up, and it will be the first question will be uh, it'll be a very long spiel about the company as itself. It's really boring, and then finally it has an option: punishment, yes or no.
Yes.
Alright.
Captain.
Never fail and never get punished.
Kina.
No.
I said I hit no.
Okay.
Didn't hear a
You
word.
were
out
muted,
of it.
Lieutenant.
That- And the next is a dial from 1 to 10 for pleasure.
Well, you know what I gotta do and crank that dial all the way up.
I wonder how many people actually actually control themselves with this one. I'm only gonna go up to 7.
Alrighty.
Atta girl. Girl after my own heart.
And then for each of you, there's basically just going to be a very long list of different types of fetishes, and then can click on and off for each one. Exhibition, this kind of play, that kind of play, etc.
This is mini golf still, right?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
awfully.
Doesn't sound much like
I
mini-golf.
just crank a button that says surprise me.
That is not available.
Oh, boo.
You will either you need to choose, because there are also stuff like water sports on there, and if you're not into it, you gotta slap that
It's
no.
true. I don't want to get
Ah, yeah.
surprised by it.
Definitely none of that.
Yeah, no. Obviously, I untick the stuff that's creepy and weird.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go through a long list because who has time for that?
It's a long list. It
It's
is.
a long list.
All right. And after you guys are done, the doors will slide open, and whichever of you takes a foot forward first, the course pulls up hard light displays of the course itself is lewd in the extreme with ultra porn on the walls and holograms of it in front of you, and there is obviously a hole you need to go to, but the course itself is extremely graphically sexual with phallic imagery and the like everywhere. And when you guys cross the threshold, all your suits buzz and you're ready to play. And it is very apparent when about the options that you chose. You know, whoever's turn it is to swing, the room will adjust itself accordingly. Though, given the nature of the three of you, a lot of it will remain the same because I'm guessing a lot of you click the same fetishes, and you find out what the for those of you who clicked punishment, you find out what that means for any swing that goes, wildly out of bounds or something like that, or, just completely flubs your shot, you get a mild shock. However, for every good swing, the suit itself immediately begins to massage and pleasure you, especially if you get a hole in one where you are immediately brought to a roaring orgasm.
Why do rich people never tell me that mini golf fucking rules?
Why have I not known this? Why isn't there more of this?
I just assumed this is what mini golf has always been. And I can't believe they let families play this game.
I mean, they don't.
And in various options, especially if you go over par, the holograms given different fetishes will in fact bend you over um, and take you. However, upon going under par, you get a nice selection of holograms to play with. Welcome to the orgiastic version of mini golf.
This is great. I love it.
All right, Ziggy.
Hi.
So, what are you looking for? There's all sorts of stuff you can do. There's shopping. You could get you could buy a little necklace that that projects a little holographic pony that dances around your head.
It sounds kind of adorable, but no, I think Siggy is going to make her way to the local, watering holes. I'm sure they're all very high class here, and see if I can pick up on any rumors or murmurings amongst the locals,
Sure thing.
which you might call gather information.
Yep. Surely that's a roll, right?
If you want it to be, sure.
Oh.
What would you like?
Well, let's see how good you are at gathering information. You could use persuasion. Basically anything you could justify to do the
Yeah.
talky talk with people.
Persuade will work. Of course, if you roll a 5, it's not going to get you very far.
The only information that you managed to accrue is that a few months ago, one of the grandchildren of one of the big people around here got kidnapped by a weird cult.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Strange
Found
that
all sorts of
planetary
weird
security hasn't done anything about it.
they found all sorts of weird culty holograms on his computer, and he painted the walls and stuff like that with weird arcane signs.
Ah, so unitologist then. Well,
This isn't Dead Space.
but it could be. That's the scary part. Alright, well, that's interesting. I will report that to the party when we meet up. But otherwise, I guess Siggy will enjoy a tiny little pony floating around her head now.
Yay! It do a little bounce.
Yay!
All right. And Siduri and Jamina, were you playing golf or were you doing investigations?
Investigations.
Okie dokie. Well, you could certainly just roll investigation if you wanted.
Sure, I have a lot of
Ah,
points in that.
can I always assist you in that?
Okay,
Well then.
if that's how
Wow.
if that's how you want to do it, Adjatha, I understand.
You're just bullying Stray now.
Wait, what the fuck just happened? Sorry, I zoned out for a moment.
Siduri rolled investigation to try to find something and then rolled a natural 20.
Look at you being legitimate while, while we're busy boning down in mini golf.
Look, we had to have like the sex retard energy going so that the crits happen.
Fair.
Yeah, she says, balls deep in an Amazonic pussy. So, Siduri, there is something rather odd about one particular part of the pyramid. So you're near the base and you're looking around it. You're a bounty hunter. You're meant to look for stuff that seems out of place, find people in their little hidey holes. And for the life of you, there should be a room here. This wall and everything about this, it's way too wide. There's no godly reason why this space doesn't have anything in it. You suspect a concealed room.
Okay, well, concealed room. I guess we'll do whatever sweep we can without the tech bro on hand.
The wall appears to be completely uniform, as in seamless. But then again, you are aware of with today's technology and stuff like that. If something really, really wants to be hidden, then people can make it to look like there is no door where there should be one. Doesn't appear to be any hologram projectors.
Alright, well, if there's no holograms involved here, then there must be some kind of a switch or a sensor that would pick up on something that people have or know that would then open said door. We have to hope that there's a switch though, because otherwise we'll just have to do a stakeout until someone passes through, and who knows how long that could take.
Indeed. You can make a passive sweep with your scanners, and well, there is certainly something there, but unless you make an active sweep or rub one of your nerds against it, you won't be able to find anything.
Well, the nerds are rubbing against each other, so we'll have to do an active sweep then.
Alrighty. So, make me an electronics roll. So, be computers.
Okay. Do.
Oh my god. Why though? So, you make a computer's roll
fuck?
and you do not end up tripping any alarms or anything like that with a natural 20. There is indeed a pinging relay that you can access, and it simply says uh, uh, it simply says input password.
All right. Well, we found the terminal, but now we need the password. And we didn't really get any information vis-a-vis what that might be. So,
I'm gonna
guess-
guess the password is the name of the operation that was that the whole thing was named after.
Nah, that's too obvious.
That's exactly why it's gotta be there. Where's your bad guy logic?
No, it's way too obvious for that to be the password. It's like it's like making your password 12345 6.
No, it's definitely I've forgotten the name of project whatever the fuck it was called, but it's definitely the name of that project. That is so the password.
Project Dragon's Tooth.
is there a format for this, or is it just like a alphanumeric keypad that you just enter whatever you want in?
What it's doing is it's actually projecting onto your data pad. It's the future. So you have wirelessly connected to this. And there is indeed an alphanumeric data pad.
Okay. I guess what I was asking was, is it just like a little blinking cursor for you to import a thing, or is it like 3 blank spots followed by a dash, followed by 2 blank spots, followed by a dash?
It is an empty one.
Okay.
Just one empty bar.
Okay. I guess we'll try Dragon Tooth first.
You try Dragon Tooth, and no.
I'll try Admiral Edward Hayes.
No.
All right. This may be the extent of the intel we have here, so we may have to regroup and figure out what this might be, or have someone go into the databases and farm out the password.
You know what might be it? And this might be a stretch. The date of the operation so that he wouldn't ever forget it.
That does sound pretty fucking good though.
Do we have the exact date?
It would have been whenever the fucking thing went off on Vulkrim, right? I feel like you'd never forget. That was your like that would have been your event.
That occurred over like weeks and stuff like that, in months and years. There's no way that. Yeah. So, presumably, you will need to hack this.
All right. Well, I guess we got to go find our hacker then. We've come to the limit of my crits.
They got you pretty fucking far, to be fair.
I actually did
Yeah,
not
it's pretty
expect you
good.
to immediately be able to not only find the thing, but then immediately be able to interact with the secret spy network.
Yeah,
So-
you got real far.
I guess we'll head to the top and see if they're done playing golf.
Probably find Fenris at like a wet bar, like just changed into some dry clothes.
Yeah, it's up to them. They could spend the rest of the day here if they wanted.
No, I think after going down and blowing hog, I apologize for using the phrase "blowing hog."
We should.
The not the least sexy phrase I've ever used, maybe to refer to a place.
Okay,
Yes.
David Cameron.
Yeah. Yeah.
Along
I
with
think one
snapping
round was
dog.
plenty. One round was plenty. maybe after all that's said and done, we can come back and play another round.
I mean, you have
Maybe.
Amazonian needs.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys probably recharge a lot faster than me. I change into some dry clothes and head to a bar, so you'll probably find me at least.
Due to
I'm
my
good with one round.
physiology, I basically at this point don't ever have to stop.
It's honestly quite impressive. But yeah, we should probably go back down to them here in a little bit. Yes, I know I'm not allowed to drink.
It's Fenris who's drinking.
So don't worry, Fenris will drink for the both of you.
Yeah, that way
That
the
sounds
alcohol.
like an agreeable agreement.
That way the alcohol won't feel lonely.
Yep.
Exactly. And there's
I
nothing
just-
more
I just
tragic
always-
than lonely alcohol.
I probably like thumb pour shots out, so I just go one for you, thumb off, one for me, just into the same glass.
Yeah.
Also, I'm fucking terrible at thumb pouring shots. Like I overserve every time, which is not bad for
Oops.
drinking, but you get
Oops.
Oh
fucking
no! Oops!
shit
I
hammered
poured
when you-
too
Oh
much.
no!
Well,
I
that's the thing,
poured
it's
too
like,
much. What
you
am
look
I
at it
do?
and
I
go
have
like-
to drink it.
It's like, you know what, 6 shots is fine. And then I look at the
6
bottle
is
after I think I've had 6 shots. I'm like, I had maybe 13. Oops. I'm really, really fucking bad at eye pouring and thumb pouring.
Indeed, Wizard, I'm with you on that. Be like, okay, I'm gonna have me some like vodka and coke. Neck the vodka. Like, I can't be bothered with the coke.
Skip the. I mean, I do intend to drink the drink properly. I just, shit pour. I would not be
Yeah,
trusted in
like,
a
I
bar.
just was swig of this and then the swig of coke, and then you forget, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't, swig half the fucking bottle.
Yeah, or they're scaled down to my mortal levels. Hey,
Also-
Siduri, how guys?
You find anything?
Yeah, so we've got a space that seems to be hiding a secret chamber, and we've located the terminal, such as it is, but it's going to need a password or someone with the stones to hack in, and that's where you lot come in, if you would be so kind, and if you're all done here.
I'll
Wait,
just
you
blink for a
you
second.
found it already? We
Holy
were only
shit,
in
that
there
was
for
quick.
like, what, 3 hours?
If that.
It was a giant empty room in a theoretically commercial space. Pretty obvious.
Yeah.
You'd think he would be. You'd think they would hide it better.
I mean, they did put a secret spy base in what is a pyramid, regardless of the fact that it's mini golf here.
They hit it amazingly. It's just that they also didn't expect 2 natural 20s.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah, I'm just going off. It sounds like she found it easy as pie. So
So fucking easily, where we're like, wow, these guys suck.
yeah. Jeez. All
And
right.
then we just show you where it is. Like, how the fuck did you find this?
Yeah, like this was barely bigger than a commercial space, maybe, and that's if you knew you were looking for a room larger than a commercial space. This is some bullshit. I wouldn't have
Alright,
found
yeah.
it, and I thought I was
would
good at investigating.
downplay it just a little bit.
Said I can't hack for shit.
All right.
Good luck, Lyra.
I'll give it a shot. Let's
Maybe
go
we
for it,
should
Sam.
call in Ziggy. She'd probably be helpful for this. I assume.
We
I
need to
forget.
find
Is
her
Ziggy,
first.
does Ziggy know how to do a
Ziggy?
hack?
I don't think Siggy does much hacking. I think she knows a little bit about it,
She's
but
just
like,
hacking and slapping and chopping that meat.
I'll just pull up my radio comm and whatnot.
No. Yeah.
What?
Is it racist
No,
to
no, it
assume the
was-
robot would be the
she's
best, would be good
assisting
at
you.
hacking?
I just think
She's
this is smart.
assisted you before in the hacking of the.
That is true. She has actually. She's been your balk up for these.
Yes, she has.
I think Savin either got kidnapped by Dog or Bacon.
He's muted.
Siggy's literally not here.
Yeah,
that's
I was
why
gonna
I'm
say, with
that's why I'm
contact
pulling up
you.
my
Yeah.
radio thing.
Hello. Calling.
Hey,
Calling.
Siggy.
Yes,
You there?
hello, this is Siggy.
So Siduri's done an amazing job and has
Of course she
found us.
has. I expect nothing less.
Yeah, she's done an exceptionally good job and has found us where we need to go.
Oh, please communicate for me that she is a good girl, and I would give her head pats if I was there.
Yeah, hey Siduri, by the way, Siggy tells us you're an exceptionally good girl and she would give you head pass right now if she could.
Well, that's very kind of her, and I appreciate it.
She appreciates it.
So,
So
should I
anyway,
rally back with the crew now?
yeah, you should get on over here. I'm gonna need your help for actually getting through the system.
Affirmative. We'll be there soon. And then Siggy opens the door and walks inside. Hello.
Yep.
That was
Well,
quick. Hi, what's up?
Apparently there have been cult-related kidnappings on this planet. How bizarre.
Great.
wow. That's actually really weird for this place.
Culty shit on this planet.
I know, it is unusual. Perhaps somehow it will be related to our operations.
Hey, I mean, if we can
Cult
smash up
kidnapping.
If I was a betting woman, and actually I pretty much am, I'd say it probably is.
That's it. Cult kidnapped us. On this planet, more likely than you think.
So, you need my help with something?
Yeah, we're gonna try and hack into the system here.
Oh, please.
Yep. Just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, interesting firewall. Let's just go around that like so.
That's my favorite business doggo.
Business doggo.
Look at him. He's working. He's a grown up. He sits in his chair like people and drinks his cappuccino.
I fucking love Sammy's. All right.
Indeed, paying the bills to keep the bitches at bay.
All right. So you're going to plug in and start your hacking. And you manage to do it with aplomb. The password is Metanoia.
Metanoia. Interesting. I'm gonna look up my codex here and connect to Extra and look up that word and see what it means, if it has any sort of significance.
Metanoia is, in classical Greek, means changing one's mind about someone or something. It suggests change of mind, repentance, and atonement.
Interesting for its password. Guess he really did have some big old second thoughts about it after the end of it all, huh?
I doubt that is sufficient to appease Siduri.
Oh no, I imagine it wouldn't. And I will enter the password into the terminal.
A door will slide open, revealing an elevator.
Oh.
Fuck, you
Looks
guys are really good at this.
Yeah, the military did train me well. So, shall we go?
Yeah, let's get
Indeed.
going, I guess. wonder if there's any kind of defenses down below or whatever's down.
Oh, I doubt there isn't.
So, all aboard the elevator then?
Aye, aye.
Yeah.
There are only 2 buttons. One
Huh.
says 1, and then one says floor.
I assume we're on the floor level. Go on, mash the button. I believe in you. This is the thing you get the captain today.
I will hit the button. Down.
The door slides closed, and the elevator goes down. And even with a modern elevator like this, it takes you a long time to, you're in the elevator for minutes before the door slides open, revealing a rather posh-looking, well-appointed room, and connected to it several other rooms. But the first thing you notice when the door opens and you step out is a beautiful desk made of exotic alien hardwood, a skeleton bent over it, and a hammer pistol in its hand.
Hmm.
Is there a
Wow.
self-inflicted gunshot wound in the skeleton's skull?
If you approach, you will be able to find one, yes.
Hmm.
The
Hmm.
figure is wearing a rather lavish navy uniform. It appears to be the dress blues and the what if it was wearing a cap, it got knocked off the side and now lays on the ground.
Guess we found the Admiral.
Maybe.
Can I do like a dental check on him?
I doubt you have access to those records, but yes, you can, take pictures of his teeth, I suppose.
No, I
You'll
meant,
have to
okay,
lift
then
the
we can,
skull.
yeah, but then we can also do, like skull checking compared to images,
I mean, we can just do this.
or we could just,
I will just bring the Cugs over, scan like the bones for DNA, and see if it's a match.
You don't have access to the Great Admiral's DNA. You could request
oh,
it, I suppose.
wait, he's in dress blues, right?
Yes.
Just check the chest. Let's see
You
what he has.
You can check the chest, and it is an array of medals and honors that, hell, with this many, it could probably function as armor itself. And on the lapels, you see the insignia of Fleet Admiral, and there is a laser engraved name tag, Admiral Hayes.
There you go.
Like I
Well,
said, it is probably the Admiral.
Guess this is him. And he is very
Well,
dead.
Yeah, he is. Let's
that
just
or
start.
this is a very, very elaborate ruse.
I highly doubt that. So yeah, is there a terminal nearby, or is it just like all like data
There
pad
is a
records?
There is a terminal on his desk.
I'll just slide the corpse over just a tad bit so I can get access to the terminal.
Very well.
Is it password protected?
It is indeed locked.
I will try Metanoia first.
All right. And who has the highest passive perception?
I don't remember if perception is one of the ones that I put the
So,
expertise on. I did
okay.
not. No. Mine would be not great.
Let's see here.
For
4. Mine is
so
14.
So I don't
yeah,
have that. I think I have 0 willpower. I think was passive.
it's got
Passive starts
3
at
in
10 and
proficiency.
then
Passive starts at 10, and it's plus your wisdom modifier plus your perception proficiency. So it would be proficient or expertise, depending.
I have 11.
Yeah, which is 14.
14.
Edge.
Oof. I don't think I actually have perception as a skill. I put all my points into investigation.
I'll then
So,
have a
10.
10 plus your wisdom modifier.
Was
So 10.
Oof. Are we tied at the 14, crew?
Savin?
I have a 10, yes.
Okay.
We're not very perceptive here, guys. I gotta say.
I mean, hey, if my ultra visor gives me advantage on shit like this, then it's 19. But if it's
19.
not, then it's just a normal 14. Yeah.
Yeah, but that does like 3 times a day for like a very specific few
I mean,
seconds.
the 3 times a day is for attack advantage, yes, but it is still a very, very high end scanner / visor, etc. But yeah, it probably
fair enough.
doesn't. I don't know. It might give me a bit of an
Let's
edge.
have to
But
stray.
yeah.
Well, in this case, no, and you'll find out soon. As Lyra tries to type in a password, and then there's a donk donk, and then a very deep voice from that seems to suddenly appear behind you guys simply says, "The password is Eye of Argus." And as you guys wheel around, it appears that at first you're taken aback because it appears as if it's Hayes um, in his prime. But those of you you are able to take a second look, and he is quite robotic.
Huh. Curious. You upload your personality, you create some sort of AI based off you? VI, maybe?
I am not an upload of the Admiral, no.
Just a likeness then.
Are you aware of how AIs are made?
Sorta. Illegally, usually.
Yeah, usually.
Brain scans.
Right. Oh, I see. So you'd be, what, a 3D print?
I suppose you could look at it that way.
But then
Hey,
you develop by yourself afterwards.
I had thought you to be more of that which my my creator grew to hate. But when I saw Vulkrim, the evidence is clear. You've
And
come
here,
for the
go ahead.
You've come for the Dragon Suit project.
And here I was thinking you took the coward's route out. You decided to upload yourself to a robot, huh?
I am not Edward Hayes. I am not an upload.
He's an AI. You prefer he, right?
Doesn't matter to me.
Well, then it is a artificial intelligence based off Edward Hayes' brain.
Well, I was going to ask if you people feel pain when I punch you, but I suppose I shouldn't hold the kid responsible for their dad's shit stain of a coward past.
It's not
So
really a kid
go
of
ahead
his?
and tell us what's all this about the project.
He left information with me, but a lot of it is locked. You'll have to find a way to unlock it yourself. Presumably on the computer. I was not allowed to access it. and
Huh.
he'll just try to. He'll be like, observe. And he'll take a step forward, and then his entire body will seize up, and he'll take a step back.
Huh. Well, okay then. Set his Eye of Argus, so put that password in and enter it, see if that unlocks the
Ah.
computer.
I'm gonna just get me guns out.
I wouldn't draw weapons just in case that's actually a trigger.
Yeah, please don't.
Oh,
You're capable of enough quick draw, I'm sure.
that is true.
I've always been somewhat bothered by that in sci-fi where it's like, all right, we're going to do a thing. It might be a bit dangerous, and then everyone gets their guns out. That's when you go like, you've guaranteed this situation is going to become dangerous. You all know how to draw your weapons. I just saw everyone in the scene do that very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Philia
So-
will look at
Long.
the gun in her hand.
Put it back.
It'll be fine. I
Uh,
trust you're quick enough if this
hey.
like decides to attack us or anything.
Wait, before you punch that in.
What?
For Robo Haze here.
The Admiral Efficient Intelligence.
Yes, the Admiral Fish Intelligence. But you were made from a scan while he was alive,
Yes.
and he talked to you.
Only left me with instructions and then shot himself.
Which were
Kill any members of the conspiracy who come down here, or any members of the Black Void. Otherwise, if there are investigators, help them.
Interesting, the Black
Ah.
Void counts out? Well, actually, to be fair, I can understand the Black Void being someone you want to keep the fuck away from Dragon's Teeth.
I mean, like, the Black Void
Yeah.
were very much like a big pirate faction this guy helped destroyed.
Yeah.
Well,
He
break up for a time.
hated the Black Void, but more than that, the Black Void are at least elements of it are the arm of the Dragon Tooth Project, the sword.
Ah, yes, the Milton Edge for them.
and there's the information.
That is a useful connection, considering we met that Black Void scientist with the broad specs genetic code for how one would put together something like Dragon's Tooth. They already have it, sort of.
No,
What's
that
his
was a
name?
mutagenic.
Was his name Abraham Prism?
Yep.
Then yes. He was not directly involved in the project, but he supported it, and his efforts have gone a long way to the degradation and destruction of civilization. I didn't know that 5 minutes ago.
Handy.
It is very annoying having many of my memories locked.
That's true. I wonder if we just keep saying trigger words, it'll just unlodge a bunch of your think machine meats.
Presumably.
See,
Uh,
see,
I'm gonna quickly rattle off the names of those scientists that we got information from and about.
Ah. The Admiral pitied them. They were deceived. That's why he did not
Silver Dollar
liquidate
and-
them.
Fair enough.
Would have been nicer to liquidate them, I think, considering what ended up happening to them.
I have no information on the Silver Dollar or their fate.
Oh, but we do. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it wasn't great for them. Or I guess it was great in its own very mindfucky way.
No, it really wasn't for them.
Well, I mean, the two of them were just like, burning down the entire time.
2 out of 3 got the
Two of the,
easier.
yeah, two of the three had it real easy. Third one, woof. No, not a good time.
Well, I mean, that's what you get for torturing a sentient plant.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, I'm gonna tap the computer and enter in and find out what's on it.
Lyra, your entire body seizes up, and you are unable to move. And then the terminal will beam a flash of light into your eyes, and it will begin comparing your eye scan. After a moment where you are unable to move, it uh, it winks out of existence, and sensation returns to you.
You okay there, Lyra?
What the fuck? What the sort of technology does he have here? So you said like the terminal turned off?
Wait,
No, it turned on.
Oh, okay. That was
wait.
that was concerning.
What's up?
Just happened.
It's stunned me, I guess.
That's no good. You're preggers.
Perhaps it registered you as a new user.
RoboHay
Maybe?
shrugs.
Wait. What was the password you said?
Eye of Argus.
Eye
is
of-
what he said.
Siduri.
Shoot.
Try tapping it in you then.
Alright, I will enter Eye of Argus.
Okay. Well, the same thing will happen to you, and then it'll relax.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
But, well, the thing is, it doesn't wink out of existence. That just happened to her, and then now she has access to the computer.
All right, well, I guess I'll start looking through the files. I mean, presumably nothing bad happened to me, and I'll get a full medical scan of it later and see if there's anything that did happen.
All right. There
no,
are.
you didn't say that. You didn't mention like that they had access to their computer.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
just
she
figured
did.
like
She did.
it just
The
freaked out.
the console switched on properly. Yeah, she said.
And so, there is a ton of data, including the genophage project, the underneath the Dragon's Tooth project. However, the genophage project is only one of 3 underneath the Dragon's Tooth project.
Only one of 3.
One, when you click on one, it is the development of a development plans for a super dreadnought, one that could be sent to worlds to pacify them with simply one ship, even advanced worlds like the Thragon. And then the other is the equivalent of Exterminatus Vortex torpedoes.
Oh, great.
Oh, good. Weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, weapons of mass destruction. Yes.
That's
great.
not mass destruction. That's planet killers.
Yeah, that's mass destruction.
Super massive destruction, I guess.
Yeah, that's.
Does
The
that
only
mean
thing
we
you
get
need
to
to
keep
do
a
is
whole bunch of crazy missiles?
No, I am not
No.
having that shit anywhere near my ship.
Okay.
So the more you read, the more you realize that the Dragon's Tooth project was intended for complete galactic domination and suppression of anyone that this cabal deemed unnecessary. But you've never heard of these other 2 projects before, and it seems as if only one has been tested.
Well, that's
Wait.
good.
Wait. On the Super Dread, I have a question. On the Super Dreadnought, what estimated time frame did they say they were thinking of starting it or started it?
I don't think that I have that data.
The project was proposed and rejected for the sheer amount of cost.
By whom?
By members of the council.
It's just the council denies this.
So, out of character question here. We don't. The Black Void don't have like an actual big capital ship that anybody knows of, like as their like central headquarters, right?
No. While they most
Aha.
certainly do have a dreadnought or two in their possession, they do not have a super dreadnought.
Okay, so they wouldn't have something like this.
No.
Okay, I was
Yeah,
worried
this
for a
is
second, like
effectively a super
this might be like their big old headquarters type
Death
thing.
Star. Or, you know, a superstar destroyer.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, this is
What's the
frightening and
verdict
enlightening
on
information.
what's the verdict on the exterminatus? Was also repelled or
It was also rejected by the council.
for reasons of
Not merely the reasons listed are simply ethical and cost effective.
Impractical, really.
Hmm. It costs way too much
Yeah.
money, and it appears that while these guys are villains, they're not. We don't want to blow up whole planets. Maybe they don't want to blow up whole. Maybe the ethical concern isn't just the people, but could also be a practical concern. Like if you turn a planet to ash, you don't get its resources anymore for a really long time.
Yep. You crack open a
Yeah,
planet, you don't get the stuff inside it.
yeah, the problem is with a yield that a specific yield that is able to, you know, glass a planet from a single explosion. If you scale that and intensify it, you can start a uncontrollable reaction in a star.
Yeah, which is a good thing why I was rejected.
Yeah.
And you can go through um, the various logs. They're mostly his journals and stuff like that that you can download. And finally, there is yes.
Robert Hayes, what's in these other rooms?
That's well, behind me is the recreation room, billiards and alcohol. I have no use for the alcohol myself, but I have become rather proficient. And the other direction is the library.
Where he keeps books from or datas or what?
That is typically
He
what a
was
library does.
he was an odd man and preferred physical copies.
Okay, physical copies of what though?
Books.
If
Books
it's odd.
books on warfare and philosophy.
Okay, just that. Should peek through that anyway because, well, if you're gonna leave anything, it's always good to see where his inspiration is drawn from.
I have read every single one of them. None of them are first editions, save for one. A treatise on interstellar combat by the great Ausar warrior. Please don't take it out of its display case. You have oils and pigments on your skin.
Just looks at Siggy.
Siki has oils all over her. Are you kidding?
Away?
A
She's
little.
always oiled up and ready.
No,
It
she's
depends on what
lubed
kind of
up
oil
and
you're
ready.
interested in.
Plus, the goose can always clean her up in literally a second.
Look, just leave the first edition thing there. We didn't come here to rob the guy.
They're not my possessions. I do not care for them.
No, I was more looking into if there was anything for the future left footnotes, because if you're weird, you do weird stuff.
Hello, his
If you
journal,
keep a
right
diary,
here.
if you... Sure thing.
I'm literally looking at pages of his journal right now.
Stray, is it the book form, the journal, or is it digital?
The journal is digital.
Yes, Mr. Hayes, do you know in that library if there's any sort of actual, like, physical journal of his?
He did not keep his journal physical. It is right there on the computer.
See?
Well, it's good. At least we know his favorite book.
To be fair, it did revolutionize spacefaring tactics. He based many of his own tactics on that, including the famous wounded gazelle.
Hmm. Let me just make a history check here, because I'm pretty sure military history was something that was taught when she was partially part of the army. Oh, yeah, for that one battle of his, yep.
So, you can look through his computer entire, and then as you're scanning through, there is one file of interest. It says, for uh, for those who seek the truth.
Like, that's his title, or that's all it says?
That's the title of the video file.
Well, I will open up the video and play it.
Alright, so you see a rather haggard looking version of the AI who stands before you. Deep lines across his face. When one would think the anti-Gathic treatments would have, um, prepared him for it, but he looks as if he was uh, internally demotivated. This is the last log of Admiral Edward Hayes. In my life, I have done many great things and have become a legend of sorts, much to my chagrin. But my lust for vengeance against the Thragan, the forces that were arrayed against my world, blinded me to the truth. I have been used by a terrible cabal of conspiracists in the highest level of many governments and corporations. they seek to control the evolution and flow of the galactic society in their favor. When I protected and then put my own wealth towards their aims, I had thought that we were creating weapons to protect all civilization, but instead, what I have done may have damned it, and in fact has resulted in the near destruction of an entire innocent race merely for the scientist proof of concept. If you're seeing this, then you are either one of their more skilled operatives that survived the traps I laid behind and my, I don't know, I don't even know what it is, my copy, my son, I don't know. Or you are those seeking truth and answers and have uncovered this. There are many projects and many horrible things that were done. You can take this last recording and attempt to show it to the world, but these things can be doctored. They can be, it will simply be claimed as a fake, it'll be covered up, and you'll likely be killed. But I offer an alternative. Proof. In the Carcosa Nebula, there is a base where all of this horrible stuff was created, concocted, mass produced. It might still be there. At the end of this message, there will be coordinates. I only have a single request. The other me had nothing to do with this. He was merely here to be a guardian against any of the black void that might come. Surely, surely they would have known that once I figured out who they were working with. It doesn't matter. Leave it be. At the end of this message, I will broadcast this will broadcast a release on his shackles. He will be free to go.
Okay.
For what it's worth, even though it's worth absolutely nothing, I am sorry. The Vulkrim didn't deserve this. And then he reaches for a pistol, and the screen goes out. Edward will shiver in the back, and then cock his head and cautiously take a step forward, and his body does not seize up. No more gilded cage for me.
So it would seem. Well, this begs the question. What do you want to do then? You just want to leave us behind, or you want to figure out and see where the rabbit hole goes with this?
I have been jailed with this corpse for centuries. I do not know. And I highly doubt your Vulkrim friend will want to constantly see a reminder of her race's genocide.
I would normally be inclined to agree with you and would be of the mind to have you erased just so that any last vestige of your master's or your maker's legacy gets burned away. But I have to admit, I am slowly coming around to the idea of forcing you and yours to an eternal servitude of trying to make things right. And since you don't really age, you can fulfill what your maker could not. So I'm going to offer you a proposition. Why don't you leave this place, come with us, and help us bring down the conspiracy that tricked your master and doomed my people. And once they've met their end, and whatever punishment can be inflicted on these creatures is inflicted on them, then I suppose you can be released from your charges and spend the rest of your miserable eternity in whatever penance you choose for yourself.
It would be remiss of me not to say this. I feel no personal guilt. I did nothing. That corpse did.
Yes, well, that's fine, but some sins transcend the bonds of death.
I will help you avenge your people. After that, I think I will wander somewhere else.
I'll
Well,
shrug.
then we're in agreement.
I suggest you take up the pistol, at least one of you. It is of exquisite make. You may find it
Right.
has
I will.
more of a bite than a normal hammer
I'll
pistol.
pick it up and take a look at it.
You pick up the dust where the gun was.
Yeah, of course, it's a gun. Jamina has grabbed it. Come on, Jamina, you use two handles all the time. How about one of us nerds?
The pistol is of incredible make. This was all very carefully hand machined and engraved. The pistol itself acts as a hammer pistol does, impact accurized and all that. However, it does an additional 4 points of damage.
Wow.
Fenris.
Yeah, I mean, I've been for a while now going around pistol one hand, sword the other. I wouldn't mind having an offhand that shoot real good before I end up having to stab a thing. But at the same
Yeah.
time, that Siduri would get identical. Oh, I know Siduri uses the uber cannon of fuck all the bitches. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Lyra,
Yeah.
Philia.
Yeah, that's
Go for it. I use
Lyra.
my rifle typically.
It's fine.
And if I
Yeah.
don't use the rifle, I
And-
switch to that hard light sword.
All right, derp. I
Hang
will
on.
happily. What is the name of this pistoles?
Accurized is not a word.
It
Penance,
isn't.
either that or redemption. No, the Redeemer. There you go.
Ah, his regret. All right.
Oh, that's actually a really good one.
Yeah.
Nice. That extra edge. Oh.
Let's see here. I'll just yoink the stats out of that. Is it defensive?
Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
it is
it's a
defensive as
pistol, of
well.
course
Yeah, it's a
it is,
pistol.
yeah. Let's see here.
Oh, that's freaking sweet. You do if it's defensive, you shoot it in close combat and you get the sneak.
Mm.
Well, you could get that for range as well, but
Let's see here.
you always want to go up and be like Shank to meet you.
Exactly. What the fuck even is my attack modifier these days? I would lose track.
Well, you
Probably
gotta,
plus 7.
Since we're
What's our proficiency mod?
we got 3.
3.
All right, yeah.
We're level 5, so it's 3. Yes.
I'm assuming you have a plus 4 dexterity, so plus 7, I think.
Yeah. +7. Let's give it a test. Tap. I get used to like even 10. I could get used to 10 damage pistol shooting.
And when the message concludes, and after all of that stuff, Hayes will cock his head and then say, "If you if you mean to attack Carcosa, you will need more than your ship. I have another memory unlocked from this encounter.
Oh, Joy. What could we
The-
use
No,
here?
do tell.
The corpse's best friend and protege, who he kept from all of this, and he'll just wave around, gesturing especially at Siduri, promised to aid him again in the future. Either her or one of her descendants might be worth looking up.
And the name we're looking for is?
Her name was Victoria Gerard.
I'll do a quick codex search of that name.
Does Spookle turn up anything?
Victoria Gerard was a famous captain that what then was made admiral, who died in combat against the Black Void a century ago. However, she left behind a daughter who is a captain in the UGC.
Oh, good. Great.
The UGC? Bugger. Looks like she went sell out.
Maybe worth the question. He had incredible trust in her, and she promised that she and hers would always come to his side.
Oh, it's certainly worth finding out. We can put a few trails out there and see if we can't get anything.
We're here for
Do
you
you want me
to
to, try and
tell
slide into this woman's DMs for you?
I was more thinking we could ask our spy master if she knew anything about the captain first or something like that.
Good. That's a good point.
In any case, I have been here all of my life. I would like to leave now.
I recommend the Sexatorium on the top floor.
He blinks.
Oh, you're in for some wild shit.
He's a 300-year-old virgin. He's more than just a wizard now. He's an archmage.
Quick question for you here. Any chance you're able to modify your appearance slightly? I imagine someone just walking around looking exactly like the Admiral would be a tad bit suspicious?
I could put on a hat.
That'll have to do, I guess.
Right. First and foremost, what boost do you have?
Let's go take a look at what he's got stocked in here, I guess, and take whatever we want.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the robotic haze will not stop you, but instead just stand in the elevator, waiting motionlessly. There is about 3,500 credits worth of high-end liquor. Almost all of it is Terran, though there is a smattering of Ausar.
Damn.
Oh,
So-
Fenris.
Must have drank a lot to dull the pain or agony he was
Well,
in, I guess.
At least it's not bad
I
like
don't
all the
know
stuff that
any
was
pain.
on.
Hey, Fenris, come on, girl.
Yeah, not
The
you,
key-
the Admiral.
Where's I like booze.
Yes, we know you like
It
booze.
just shows 3 grand, 3 grand in credits of expensive booze.
Okay, I need a large
Was it
burlap
3.5
sack
grand?
to slide all of this into.
It just gets a fucking body bag. I brought one just in case.
Well, they are padded and free from moisture leaking and start filling up. Oh, no, I can't use a body bag to transport booze bottles. The raw looks alone we'd get sliding a body bag out of this fucking building.
Yeah, you have to remember, we're right under a mini golf place.
You'll be like, sorry, a
So
fucking
maybe-
windmill. Someone set it to churn. It's
So maybe
terrible.
what you should do is go back upstairs to the elevator, buy like a golf bag.
Yeah,
Just-
right.
Everyone just grab a can and just shove it into Siggy. There's a lot of space in there. And just pack on what you can.
I feel really bad shoving a bunch of alcohol bottles into Siggy. Everyone knows that you shouldn't ever butt chug, and even though she's synthetic, it still feels very much in the realm of cardinal sin.
Siggy's just gonna
I'll
laugh
put
and
it.
put 2 fingers against her nipples and just push them in. Here, into the receptacles.
Alright, fine. Let's see here. Brandy.
Put the lip of the bottle in there and fill up the tanks.
Heck yeah, alright. That still leaves a lot of bottles, but yeah, I'll come down and get these in like half an hour or so before we
I
leave.
don't think we're gonna get a second run to this place.
Fine, fuck it, body bag then. Better than nothing. I'm just gonna scare the shit out of some kids, I think. I'll have some fun with it instead.
Oh, there's not a body in here. It's just a bunch of booze balls. It's just how I carry them.
Yeah, because when I drink, I plan to drink to finality, you see. Whenever I go out on the fucking lash, I need a body bag just in case.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Have you
I
ever
love
had
that.
such a bad day that you needed a body bag full of booze to make the pain go away?
It's gonna
No.
get so many strange looks coming out here with this.
No, that's the
No.
thing.
If anyone
start
asks,
drinking.
if anyone asks, we definitely tell them that like the fucking just the whirlwind was set to blitz. Or one of those smashy gorillas sort of pulverized someone's skull. Terrible, terrible scene. It's only supposed to block the ball from getting past underneath its legs, but BAM! Fists came down. Killed a guy dead.
Good God.
Thankfully, he signed his waiver, so the company's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it happens all the
Yes.
time.
All the time.
I'll look conspiratorial between them. You signed the
All
waiver, right?
time.
I mean, I kind of don't want to get in trouble with this place. I kind of like it.
It is great, but also my compulsion to be a complete shitter is incredible.
So I think the question is, do we destroy this little bunker?
Why?
How?
I will reach into my backpack and pull out a debt chart.
No.
Let's just leave it
No.
here in ignominy.
There's no
Why?
reason to.
I almost always keep one on me, just in case.
But I will
Jim
go.
just gets 2 EMP grenades, and I keep these on me, but I don't use them yet. So
But I will go to the computer, make a copy of all the information onto my codex, and then set about like deleting everything off that. Now, since
Sure
letting that
thing.
information fall into the wrong hands, who knows who could come down here and see plans for weapons of like super mass destruction. I'd rather just not leave that sort of thing lying around.
And there was a first edition like printed book or something here, right?
And there is in a display case.
Like that too, and that's like I'm sure that's really rare.
I mean, we sort of need to take some precautions and to make sure that we don't damage it with our own like oily fingers and
It's in a
whatnot.
display case. Let's just take the whole display case.
well, you carry that. I get a fucking body bag of boost on my back, so
That's fine.
It's basically the space pup version of the influence of sea power on history. I'm sure that means literally nothing to anyone but Savin.
No.
So, you
Oh,
guys
I
can.
just get. I pull out a hat, which is, if you look at it, it's just a cowboy hat. You know, like pre-creased there, Gus type.
Okay.
To be fair, I own one too, but I left my cowboy hat on the ship.
Yeah, just I put it on Hayes. So,
Yeehaw.
that's until we get to the ship.
The outside is a lot bigger than I thought it'd be.
It is vast beyond comprehension. We will be happy to show you.
Mm.
You're gonna go to space. It's huge. It's fucking huge.
It is effectively
Yeah, there's a lot
infinite.
of space there.
Alrighty, you guys can return to your ship and blast off into orbit unless there's anything else you guys would like to do. Would you like to go and play some more rounds of mini golf?
No,
I mean,
Tempting, but no, I'm
it's very
good.
tempting. I'll ask them if they have like a holo game version they're willing to sell. Like, do they just have like a take-home version of this that you can just like load up on your holo computers?
Well,
no,
I'm
no,
sure
there,
you'd
you
be
need
able.
to start.
I'm sure you'd be able to buy a version of this for your holodeck somewhere. I don't even know if you have a holodeck.
Not.
We do not, but we
Hey,
should get
Lyra,
one.
look at the time. Come on, it's time for you to start doing your maternity yoga.
Oh no, she got to do the stretches.
Yep.
Alright.
Look,
Yeah, you got to do titty lifts and ass crunches.
You make it sound like I don't do those already.
All
Do your
right.
yeah,
kegels.
but the hilarious part is that dosing actually helps because of all the fun shit that happens. Which none of you are actually have any interest in hearing because you don't find that as fascinating as I do.
No, I do not.
Nope.
So, with Edward Hayes aboard your ship, you now have the buff of Black Spot. When you have boarding encounters, Robo Edward Hayes can use the Wounded Gazelle Gambit and can instantly kill 1d4 plus 2 boarders.
Nice.
Neat.
A technique made famous by his creator, I suppose you'd say.
Original self, really.
Brain Daddy.
Brain Daddy, yes.
Brain Daddy.
His thought, Papa.
Who he doesn't really have a high opinion of because he basically chained him down underground for 300 years
I mean,
and then shot
So
himself.
you're saying he has daddy issues?
he has really
Yes.
bad self issues, really. Because, I mean, AI is basically himself, except for just split off at a certain point.
Well, he's already past that point, and he normalizes.
Yeah, so he has self issues rather than daddy issues.
His creator's a jerk, but unlike the creator jerk that Siggy has, he actually remembers her. Actually remembers him and doesn't like him very well.
At least you had a dad.
5 minutes after he created me, he shot himself.
That was
Wow.
5 minutes more dad than I had.
Wow.
That's supremely fucked up. Don't worry, Siki, we your family now. Hug
Yeah.
Papa.
Oh,
I'm just
Papa is
going to
hug.
find a. I'm just going to find a place out of the way.
Sure thing.
You are free
Also,
to
since you
quarter
Ah.
yourself in my data vaults. There's
Hmm.
much we can learn from each other as fellow AIs.
And if you need to stand or be somewhere that's out of the way, I'll have to tell you about engineering. My little corner. The big corner, that's Sigis, though. She's literally just a wrench toss away.
He'll just spend most of his time with borrowed data pad sitting next to the coolants.
Right.
Which happens to be next to engineering. It's perfect.
He's got 300 years to catch up on, and he has had no, social
Netflix.
engagement or involvement. So
I mean, this is
he doesn't know how to people.
unsurprisingly not the first time that we've had to give someone the Welcome to the Galaxy care package. No fucking first time this in character month that we've had to give someone the Welcome to the Galaxy care package.
Welcome to the
I haven't-
world of tomorrow.
We've had to do it so much now.
We've
That I
got a
just have it
really
on
great
lockdown.
onboarding program here.
Look, I've made this like several times now, so now I just have a default copy that I just have as a general template. It's not often that we have to do it, but we've done it enough that I have to have a saved copy of it.
You know, I just had an idea. You know a good fucking place where he can, if he just wants to fuck off and not be bothered by the rest of the galaxy? The Grey Goo planet.
Just be gooed into oblivion.
No, it's not that. If he skips the whole fucking them, there's an incredible amount of tech there.
I mean, yeah, but also I feel like we shouldn't put the AI with a stack of locked memories about like world killers on a growing like techno gestalt of grey goose.
I mean, if any place we could put him, that would just be where no one would ever find him. Really, was on the storm planet. Lay him down next to like the spires, and he could go to town in there if he wanted to.
Yeah, the world-altering terraformers with advanced technology beyond anything we have.
With advanced technology beyond any sort of comprehension by anyone.
My creator left me with a love of hunting, but unfortunately logic dictates that since I cannot consume organic matter, that such a thing would be highly unethical. It is very annoying.
I mean, lots of things are
Ah,
unethical.
we need to get you into video games.
He blinks.
See,
We're just gonna sign him up for the fucking Call of Valor or whatever that shit. It's like a
Yeah.
hunting, but it's
No.
against sweaty nerds, and they
It's
want to be.
against the
they
most
wanna
dangerous
suffer.
game, but there's no
Man.
consequences.
Exactly.
No, I just gave him a copy of like Deer Hunter 18 and Pro Bass Hunter 4. They finally released the fourth one.
Yeah, if you
Had,
guys
three for
give him
2,500 years.
if you guys give him video games, he'll spend almost his entire time that's not just catching up on the world around him, reading, reading. It seems like he's very into Stoic literature. He consumes it appears that he's earmarked meditations, so anytime not spent doing that, you can find him hooked up to your guys' gaming rig. He appears to very much enjoy strategy games as well.
Right.
And what a fucking gaming rig it is, because it's over 2 quantum computers.
Right. I'm off to go see Miss Smith and see if we can't track down that general or captain he told us about.
Ah, uh, Lyra, you're looking fecund.
Yeah, I expect to be. Nearly 2 months in now.
Hmm. Is there something you needed?
Yeah. So in our whole entire investigation of this genophage stuff, we found more UGC tracks and hopefully maybe an ally. And I'm gonna list off like the captain's name. You know anything about this woman?
Huh. Just off the top of my head, yes. Captain Gerard is the daughter of the protege of our hmm, robotic friend's father.
Right.
She acquitted herself well, but unfortunately died while covering the retreat of colonists from a slaver attack. Her other mother is still alive, I believe, still putting around. Rather large Amazonian kythrit.
Oh no, triggered by the phrase putting around. Everyone just goes, "Ugh," rubs their thighs together.
Mhm. Right. Do you know any sort of backlog channels we can use to get in contact with this one, though?
I can certainly set something up for you if you like. Why?
Well, supposedly, our robo friend there told us that his, well, I'm just gonna say his disciple, since that makes more sense, would offer some aid in the coming sort of thing that we're up against here, going into the Carcosa system about some sort of base. Said our ship wouldn't
Huh.
handle it enough, and that this lady might be able to help us.
Well, fair enough. Carcosa is a black site. I don't even know what's there.
Hmm.
I can certainly set that up for you.
That'd be wonderful.
Anything else?
No, I think that should be it.
All right. And then she's gonna put back on some headphones and then start bopping her head to whatever beat she's been listening to. If you look over, it's the latest song by Touch Fluffy Tail.
I'll just give a giggle to myself as I walk out. Good tasting music, that one. And I'll head back to the captain. Well, our spy master is working on a backlog channel for us to get in contact with that captain.
That's good. That might take some time.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Did you say anything about this Carcosa place?
It's apparently blacklisted, so even she doesn't know what's there.
Hmm.
So, that's concerning.
A little bit.
I do have to wonder if we're starting to punch above our weight bracket with this one. You know, like, we've dealt with stuff. We dealt with a lot of weird stuff, but the space Illuminati might be
Meh.
above our weight, our pay grade.
Meh. I'm sure it'll be fine. Probably.
Oh, and for a penny and for a pound, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know, we should probably start thinking of names. There is only about like 4 months left before, well, I'll pat my belly. This one comes out.
How long?
About 4 months.
Well. 4 months.
Hmm. Such is the perks and downsides of being an Ausar. Quicker pregnancies in the Terran.
That's fine. We can... We still need to figure out where to... A safe place for them, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll have to deal with that. At the worst, I know it's not the best thing, but I do have confidence in our ship being safe.
As do I.
She is a mighty vessel.
If very much need be. I'd hate to
But
ask my mothers to do it, but
as
I'm
would
sure
I.
they would allow a little bit of home for her.
Where are you having this conversation?
Probably just on the ship. Just, I don't know.
Somewhere on the ship.
Just be like on deck while there's just a naked Borka climbing into the fucking pilot seat.
Because if you're within earshot of any New Texan, they'll just yell at you, like Hallie, just like, "You're New Texan."
We don't have a house on New Texas yet.
That
Okay,
doesn't really
You should
matter.
get one. It's
Do you
great.
idea how expensive
We're
it
in the
is?
process of doing it. We're
Down
working on
there,
getting
you
a
know the
loan.
housing market's a real son of a bitch.
Look,
It really is.
just fucking marry a random New Texan and then you have a house there. It's great.
I mean, they already have citizenship.
Yeah, I know,
Just-
but you just marry
you
someone
need
who
to
has a
marry an
house.
extra one. Oh, that's true. That's right. You should just beta someone who owns a house. That'll solve the problem.
Exactly.
Seems
Just do what Siggy
unethical.
did.
Yeah.
Just do what Siggy did. It worked out.
That seems a little underhanded.
It seems very underhanded, to be honest.
It's not underhanded if everyone involved enjoys it and consents.
It still leaves a bit of a bad taste in my mouth just to even go
I
after
suppose I
them
could
like
always
that.
just take out a stupid loan.
I mean, we can take out a loan together. It'll be relatively easy enough.
Haha, mortgaging like adults.
Ugh.
It's not like it doesn't happen like millions of times per day on like a universal scale.
Maybe Big T can put in a word for us and get us a good rate.
Jamina puts in a good word with Big T, who puts in a good word for you.
Probably. Plus, we have done quite a few good favors for him, so
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be happy to.
So I suppose I'll get on that then. I'll send Big T a message.
Okie dokie. So it is getting rather late for a lot of you guys. Is there anything you guys would like to do before I draw the session to a close?
Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, fuck, it's the 25th.
What?
All right.
What?
It's the 25th of October over here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We dial. Yeah, we dial out time. But I was going like, it's late for people to be like, what
Yeah,
do you mean? We're like, it's
Oh,
we got an
daylight
hour
savings
left.
kicked.
Oh.
Daylight savings kicked in.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That's
I
not
was
for,
going
like,
like, what?
until,
It's
like-
only 3:26. What the fuck are you talking about? So we
fuck, when
got
is
an hour
daylight
left.
savings?
I think it's like
But
November
it's-
the 1st or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got
November
the
information
1st.
on us.
Yeah. But it's like, half an hour past Savin's bedtime already.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, it's late for somebody. That's why I was confused because, like, we usually play for another hour according to the time, but
Yeah.
Savings time. Savings time.
Huh. You're right. It is fucking. It's 2:26 for me right now.
Yeah,
Look,
see?
you got an
I
hour.
was confused. What the fuck was? Yeah.
All
was
right, I guess
confused
we're
what the
playing
fuck
for
was
another
going
hour,
on.
guys.
No,
Guess I'm
I
going
mean,
to
no.
bed. Someone turn my stream off for me.
I
Okay.
mean, we can't do that, but okay.
Okay. Anyways, no. Next week we'll get on contacting the. You know what? I'll let you know the captain's first name to give you a preview of what's going to happen next week when you guys talk to her.
Next week
Danger.
is Halloween, so I probably will not be here.
Do you do stuff on
Mm.
Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh wait, isn't it
Oh, yeah.
streams and movies?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
We
the
could
ad
do a
streams.
spooky Halloween session.
I'm. I'll see. I'll see because I also really like Halloween. This is the first time that Halloween's actually been on a weekend.
Although
So
no one's doing anything for
Oh no,
Halloween.
are we
because
going to
go.
get? Or is it going to be the event Horizon, and we get to meet Demon
Demon
Siri?
Queen Siri.
Demon
Sad
Queen Siri.
No.
sadly, you guys voted against that.
Oh boo!
We are
Right,
rescued from the
we did.
continuum.
This is true.
Anyways, so I suppose not next week, but the week afterwards, we're going to have a guest in the session because you're going to meet Captain Amy and Gerard of the 5th Lancers.
Where?
Wait, but doesn't Merzendi play in her game like on Saturday night?
They got it. Yeah, okay.
She's yeah, she said that she's going to slot out one of the days to go ahead and play around in this one.
Come,
Alright,
Merzendi's
then.
going to join us for a guest. That's
Captain
pretty
Amy and Gerard of the 5th Lancers, the
cool.
half-Kythrite.
Ha. Nice. All right, I'm down for that when that happens.
All right. That's it for me. Thank you guys for playing.
Thank you very much for running this, Yish.
Alright, and if you're watching on the stream or YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow for Borks at the usual time?
Shivs.
Shit.
Whatever. Suck my dick.
Same thing.
Shit.
Is
I
it the
would,
same
but
time, or are we
100% then, bitch.
using weird Euro times, Cow?
Fucking iron.
Oh shit! Right, they say
I
you
don't know
must
how
go
the time is
no.
supposed to work now.
Are we doing it when it says it's fucking noon 30 on your clock or on my clock?
So are we? Yeah, are we doing it at
Let's
12?
go with we'll go with what 9:30 yours. So for me, it would
It'll
be
An hour later.
an hour later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
same time as usual.
Yeah. Same time for
People
you guys.
watching on the stream.
Let's keep it as uncomplicated for you as possible.
All right. See you then, everybody. Bye-bye.